and the D20. That is correct, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I think if I have decided to go to the right, I would have never again seen the armory. So I might as well just take the armory while it's there and take the bullet. After I have the armory more or less complete, which given by how many numbers are still on the torch, might take a while. I was thinking of maybe switching my chest power to the king. The problem is I still need to reach like, was it the 8th rank or whatever that I can choose? Oh, apparently we're doing school day today. Like the king can choose a color that is more often, but I need to reach the upper floors first. Which is... Or was that the queen? I have not written down what the individual powers are. So we might as well need to look that. But I'm going to tell you right now, as long as there is stuff for the torch to do, we are going to do this a long time more. In a moment. I would like to find my magnifying glass first. Perfect then. Commissary. I would love to, but I think I'm A, going to take the pantry for the tip I still have, and B, because I need gems for the classrooms. Okay. What knowledge do you hold? Oh, it's right at the top. Bridge. At bridge. There. Okay, there is a word in between that is coming from the office, but buried beside bridge. What bridge? The painting bridge? There are paintings that have a bridge in it. Not impossible. Okay. This is also a problem that persists. We're running a bit out of everything in that regard. Buried beside the correct bridge. Well, obviously I should have known if it says me that. Commissary looking up, amazing. Because that means you most likely have a shovel for me. Yes. And you have my magnifying glass. Good. Alright, great. Now that I have my magnifying glass, we are going to read the book in the library. The History of Erindia, 2nd edition. I have the 1st edition, by the way, as well. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication of the Fen Airy Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department standards, including the omission of secrets deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. So we're working against the Gestapo. Oh God, we're actually doing. Alright, boys, I didn't thought it that bad. Forward. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the citizen of elder generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us and to abandon our past. Oh, there's actually still a lot more information here than I thought. Ajara. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Ajara, by the ascension of the first king, whose name Oris would later grace the beguiling township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sways in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regardingly history, regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to the trade agreements and sales recipient. Nevertheless, we can deduce from the leaders of that Oris had but one aim: expansion. Oh, he's a Factorio player. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the first country, you should have redacted the A as well. New kingdom was born. Ah, yes. Isn't that the thing we have in our underground? Like, isn't that the thing in the funny gear room we can look through? Huh. It was the fourth king who split the vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and the mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms. Give me the thing. Where's my sigil 101? There it is. We don't know what Arch Ares is yet. Yeah. Do I have an extra part in here? Yes. Okay, so we know this one here, this symbol is known to us. This is Orinda Ares. It's black. Metropolis. It is train. And I have the picture still here. I thought I have the picture still here. I think it was foggy. Then we have this one that is Fen Ares, the Pentagon guys. Fen Ares, who are red. I think military. I don't have the sigil anymore, but I had it once. I just more or less cleaned a bit. Brina, could you please tell me what transport method they had? And how the weather was. You don't remember? Okay, then I'm going to redo this at some point. Okay, then we have... I'm going to make splits here. Because I don't yet know where, what symbol this is, but we have Arch Ares. Who are stormy. A wild and untamed expanse at which time was not developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And the middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern area of Raja, a land steeped in tradition. This is also probably another sigil, a Raja. This literally is what I said previously. Raja. No idea what symbol that is, nor color. Oh, that is very helpful. Ooh. That helps me for the puzzle in the 46th room. As the second era drew to a close, a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivated a bountiful resource of their land, and developed a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the siblings monarch managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives, and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generation of the heirs continued that tradition by the third era. And the third era was defined by commerce between the three realms, further strengthening their bonds and laying the foundation for their promise of a prosperous and bright future. Oh, isn't that cool? With no in-betweens. We know those guys are purple. And we know those guys are yellow. I'm just going to keep this in the secondary list because I have written this a bit different. As the kingdom entered the fourth era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desilite? Something like that. Desilite was king who was often seen drinking. A sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well. Propaganda and statecrafting are such a cool thing, dude. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department and the investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status. So it means all the more that you're not only tolerated, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting the business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter, the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not much help as much as I hoped. I have heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite expensive, and I was told by a reliable source of the first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Orindia could be found. It was likely to be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks you may have given me a censored copy as a jest, a taste of will for the bureaucracy of their own medicines. If that is the case, then I say, well done, fair play. And perhaps on my next visit, we have a laugh over what have given me an actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Baron Marshall of Redguard? From Redguard, okay. Desilite was renowned the king of no one. When he made the decision to move leaving castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice and were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his common folk. These voices planted the seeds which took root in the grand city of Fen. You know, censoring in a wrong method is not really making you look good, by the way. I'm just saying, Fen. It's not really looking good for you. Isn't Fen Ares also the place our mother was like shitstorming? Like, no, not shitstorming, literally storming with the heist. Wasn't that a thing? Yeah, they broke into the into the Museum of Fen. Not the Great, not only museum. So Fen is most likely literally just the Soviet Union, I guess. After the passing of King Decide III, the fourth era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. Period. On the very next day, the 6th of October. Ooh, am I writing that down? I'm writing that down. 06 08. Ten, sorry. I'm an idiot. Or 6 or 10 or 0. The Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters due to the fact that this Desilate IV shared little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seems inevitable, the realm's regime were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed throughout the streets, stained in red. Well, probably of their own making, huh? More or less. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not. Interesting. The moment they look like they're the poor people and they are getting beaten up for no reason, then this is uncensored. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward and lent support. Among them was a general of the Northern Regiment who, sickened by the barbaric action of the other battle nations, joined forces with the Prince Learson and formed a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favor to pursue the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance? Nuance is a name? Okay. One of the nations is called Nuance. To join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried one of every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added a number to these casualties. However, even in death, he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were buried. Oh, so that was Oris was like the. It was. It was. Huh. The black flag that was flown for 5 eras was buried in their place. Red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives and to the south, forever exiled. So Oris. Sippy. No more coffee. I have to refill the coffee. Cheers. So wait, Oris was once and is no more? I mean, I would really like... You know what? Before I'm making any conclusion, I'm going to read the uncensored version of this. Which, well, I guess I have to request another time, huh? Today, the realms inherited by the three Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Arija once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our people has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The sprouse and birch that span across our realms serve as constant reminder that we all share a common past. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and our children. Yeah, I would like to see the correct version of this. The uncensored version. Because I could probably read a lot of information out of this. You know, if I'm allowed to read out of this. But that is what I mean. This is why I want to read all the books. Because I have at least gotten one information out of this, and I am expecting a bit more. Do I want the armory? I think I do, yeah. Hell yeah, I do. And it even looks into the correct direction. Well, other than that, and everything else is a dead end. I don't have keys. I need key now. All of you are 8. Powder for gems. Security for security. Please don't be closed. Okay. I have no card nor the breaker room, so I'm going to leave this as it is. Can I have some more classroom, please? Perfect, actually. Well, actually, I'm going to do the courtyard first, and fuck. And ideally, I go now down all the way. Fuck. Did the commissary have keys? We are once again in an extreme key shortage. Key. Oh. Lovely. Consider your nut kissed. Do you have keys? No, you have gems, okay. Classroom, please. Ooh, the treasure trove. Yes, actually. Like, this room will become more worth and more worth the more we go into it. I would love to open you, but I don't think I can reasonably accept this when I want more. Ooh. Yeah, definitely. That is arguably perfect. And we get a +1 something from the dark room. A battery pack. Well, the workshop is on my to-do list as well as everything else. Let's see if we can actually get it. But today I would love to focus on the study room. Not the study room, the classrooms. Yes. Okay, now that these things are out, two things. First, we're doing this. And we're going to run an experiment. Not the worst, but not quite what I want. And we are below 40, so I guess each time I need an apple, I go back to 40. Not the most game-breaking and no allowance, but an addition. Good. Very good. That is great too. Shit. Okay, grade 2 had the math things. Yep, we have seen that. There is an apple, by the way. Perfect. So we are going to keep this for now. Is that a Fan Ares flag then? Then red is Fan Ares. Okay, game, you are allowed to give me the classrooms now. Hello, dickhead. Attic, good. Attic, very good. Give me the lockpick. Or a shitload of keys in general. I could open this for free, most likely. Ah, perfect. Because if I go to the armory, I most likely get something out of this. This is the... yeah, that is just the thing that our mother tried to publish, but wasn't allowed to. Have I already collected 8 things? It doesn't feel like it. It really doesn't. Yeah, shut up. I'm going to go back to the armory right now, actually. And get the Morning Star. Yes! This is locking me in, dude! Yeah, sure. Whatever. Because we have an apple in the schoolroom, I think this is actually worth the run. I have still so many things I want to do, yes. I take the torch. Free test. A test of skill. Hey. Hey, let's fucking go, dude. For free, by the way. For free. No! No! I pressed A. Which apparently is use key. You know what? Give me the shield as well. All the steps we take literally don't matter. Because we can reset them every single time. Okay, how big is the chance? Like, I could be stuck here once again. I need a T piece. You have no idea how happy I am to see you. I mean, gems are good. You have a potential item. You have also a potential item. I guess I can take the gems, huh? But I'm going to tell you, not exactly what I wanted. I want more. Because if I now get a classroom, I'm so pissed. The statements on the other two boxes are true. Impossible, you are false. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in the black box. Well, you have to be in here. Actually? No. You give no statement. You target these. You target that. It has to be in here. I am pissed. Whatever. Fucking thank you. I'm thinking about taking this one. You know what? I will. And you know what I'm going to take? The Eastern Hallway. Just so I have more options. Thank you. Bad. Bad. Wow. Okay. Time for the attic, huh? Back to the one trunk we left. And probably all of that because I accidentally pressed the button. Why is the A button default to yes, use key? Please tell me I missed a key somewhere in here and there is still a thing more I can carry around. Please. Cool. I think we solved that already. Please tell me there's more. Why is there a swan? Can the swan sing, however? That is the question. Yeah, I am pissed. Like, why is this happening so many times? Just this straight way through and I'm cut off. And we have once again only reached class 2. Where is my maximum security? Where are all the doors I can open, huh? And why are they not here? Is there a key I missed? Ah, shit, dude. Okay, listen, there is not a thing I can do. Yeah, it literally just got removed from me. Because I gone through the chapel. But yeah, I was obviously thinking about this. Is that the end once again? This is happening so many times. There are all the rooms that are either dead ends or just go down and whatever. In my current state, the compass is a requirement to even get to the end of the room plan. And I don't know if this is just my luck that I have, or if I'm doing something actively wrong. But no matter who or what I draft, nearly after the end, after half of the thing, it is ending. And this infuriates me. Okay, what we are going to do, we're going in the schoolroom and looking for potential keys, and then I'm going to tell you what I just noticed, and you will immediately clap your hands because I probably made a smart notice. There is no key. Anyway, you might have seen what we just crossed. This is a bridge, ladies and gentlemen. Buried beside bridge. We have a shovel. Yes, obviously. I'm going to click. Okay, I'm turning on the turbo clicker. Buried beside bridge. Okay. Alright. So we are still going to do something useful this day. Maybe they have some keys? Wouldn't that be nice? Please? Keys? Court, cloak, castle, court, cloak, castle, okay. Court, cloak, castle. Was it court or clock? What happened to the entrance? Like, we had a closed wall behind us. Oh no, it's just a very small thing. Okay, never mind. Things are happening, boys. Let's fucking go. And if we do have enough steps, we're doing something else today as well. Orindian ruins. The throne room. Reclaim the crown. Like, I understood a small part of the story, but I still have way too many questions. But reclaiming implies that it was lost in the first place. The throne will be added, permanently added to your draft. Oh, tomorrow. Well, it's not like I can make it appear now, so sure, whatever. Neat. Oh, okay. Do I have the torch? Oh god, I have the torch. Okay. Please tell me, however, it is still open. We are going to the sundial. And hoping... I don't know what I'm hoping for. What could the sundial do? Like, literally. What could you do? This thing goes up and there is a fucking elevator beneath it. Huh? Okay, not what I expected. That is not what I know. The satellite dish has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. New experimental data packets can now be uploaded to the laboratory from Zynka. And inbound electronic mail and communications from the offsite will no longer be blocked. We have internet? Yippee? Can I have some keys? I mean, at this point, I'm furious if I get keys, but you know. Maybe for the next time, a permanent source of keys would have been very helpful. Like, all the times. Fuck it, dude. Neat. I need a computer.